Today we will study some basics of C++ debugging using NetBeans. Okay, so first, when you try to write a program, always try to develop your program incrementally, which means that you should never write hundreds of lines code and then you hit the button compile. Then you'll get tons of compiling errors because you may have typos some places, and the errors that the compiler give you sometimes it's based on the understanding of the compiler. So, but if you every time you type a couple lines, then you hit the button compile, then if before these two lines it compiles, and now because of you add these two lines the program cannot compile, then you know the problem is because of these two lines. Then it's easy for you to locate such compiling errors. And in this NetBeans, when you have a compiling error, typically the NetBeans will tell you which line that it cannot compile. Let's give an example. Suppose here you have a typo, suppose, and you try to compile. You will see that okay, this is STRS was not declared in this scope, and it gives you a link, right? If you click that, it will come here. Then you say, oh yeah, probably you have a typo. So because you define str, now you have STRS, so it is a typo. Now you fix this, you compile again. Okay, now it works. Okay, so after your program compile, then you should run and see whether the results is correct or not. And most of the time, the first time when you run your program, the result may not be exactly as you expected. Then you have to debug your program. So here are a few tricks. One is you can use cout a lot, basically try to print out a lot of information. So you can try to print out a lot of information to help you to debug your program. For example, suppose I want to test, say, callback value and the difference between callback value and callback reference. For example, right? So here I gave a string, old string, which is I gave it to callback value, and I say, after I callback value, I want to see what's the value of this str. I want to know whether it has been changed or not, because in this callback value function, I assign a new value to s. I want to know whether it passed back or not. And here is a callback reference, and I also give str. And in this callback reference, I also assign a new value to this string s, to this parameter s. Now I want to know whether it's this str got changed or not. And what I do is I just print it out. Okay, and then I hit the button compile, and then print it out. So you can see that pass by value after you call by value, the str is still the old string, and after you call by reference, as this str is equal to the new string. So indeed, the changes that you make for this callback reference, is propagated back to this str. Actually, here I should type it callback reference. All right. Okay, so callback reference, and after callback reference is str equal to new string. Okay, so this is debugging using this printout. Okay, you can also set breaking points. So how to set breaking points? Easy. You just basically at any point you want to set a breaking point. For example, says, let's assume here you just click the line number. And if you want to cancel it out, you just click again will cancel it out. All right, so once you set a breaking point, and let's show this example. Say we put the breaking point here, the second statement, And before, I mean, here this is build project, this is clean, everything is built, and this is run, and this one is debug. This one means debugging. Then you click this debugging. Alright, so then it will, when you hit this debugging, it will begin to run the program, run your program until the breaking point, until this breaking point. Alright, and now you can take a look. You can see in the window below, you can see two panels. One is variables, which basically state all these variables. If and this window watches, that means that you can type in anything that you want to watch. Suppose I want to watch, say, str. Well, actually, this str is already here. It's already here. And here you can, if for anything you don't want to watch, you just right click and delete. Right click, delete. All right. And if it's something you want to watch, then you can just say type str. Okay. Type str. And currently it's equal to old string. You can see the value. And also you may want to know its type, and you click here, and you can choose I also want to show the type information, so then here is the type, and you can choose to increase the width. Now the program stops at this statement, and so there are two options starting from here, because this is a function call pass by value. This is a function call pass by value. And one option is to execute this as one statement, and then you come here. And another option is you can step into it, then the next statement will be here. So let's start. Okay, so let's take a look. This one is step over. Step over means that you just treat this as one statement, and then once you do this step over, for example, once you do this step over, then you come here, and you can step over again. It will come here. Okay, so and here, if you want to step into it, then you choose this step into, F7. So this step over is F8. The hotkey is F8, and step into is F7. So you can click this step into it, then it will come to the first statement of this function, and then you can again starting from here, you can also step over it, basically execute this line, this statement, and step over it, and then step over it, and then we'll come back. This will come back, and this one will continue to basically continue to execute the program and until finish. All right, so let's do this again. We click this debug. All right. Okay, here. So suppose you want to. Okay, you can take a look at this window. Click this window menu, and you can see this debugging. Debugging here, there are several options you can do. Here we have variable and watches, and also you can show call stack. For example, if you show call stack, then you will add one here panel here. This will call stack. So right now you are in this function, and if you step into this pass by value, then you will have another call stack. Then you basically, this call stack will allow you to check the parameters that you pass to this function, and you can choose step over it and step over it, and so on. So this is variable, this is watches, and this is the value, and this is the type. And we can keep executing, step over it, and we come here. And here, suppose that I want to, after you execute step I and j, suppose I want to watch I, then you just type I here, then you will get I equal to 10. And suppose I also want to watch j, then j is equal to 20. Suppose you can also type your own expression, I plus j, you can see that's equal to 30 as the program executes. Alright, so, and you can step over it, and then this one will swap the value of I and j. Right now I and j, I is equal to 10, j is equal to 20, and after that this is equal to 20, this is equal to 10. You see their values swapped. So that's the basic idea of using this NetBeans for the debugging. What you should remember is you can set a breaking point, and you can step into a function, or you can step over a function, and you can specify what you want to watch, the variable that you want to watch, basically the expression you want to watch, and you can see the type and also the value. And also you can use this print out statement to print out the value that you are interested in, so that will help you to debug. And when you want to terminate, you can also click this button. This will terminate the debugging process.